Got a special guest with us here today, and I'm going to take a moment to introduce him the right way. Because for me personally, this is a person who made my dreams come true. This is a guy who gave me the opportunity to come into the NFL, gave me an opportunity to be a starter in the league, and I'm forever grateful for that. You know, he drafted me out of Purdue, 5th round pick, 2007, head coach. I remember when he called me, said, "You ready to be a Jaguar?" I said, yeah. Then my dad started jumping around. Yes, Indy face. But long time Jaguars coach. Many people in Duval still reminisce about Jack Del Rio. I've been talking about it on here a couple times on the show during this whole debacle with Urban Meyer. But he is the one and only Jack Del Rio. Coach, what's up, man?
Man, it's good to be on with you. You know, I appreciate it. Thanks for the nice intro. And
man,
you and Justin doing your thing on here. I love it. Couple guys that ball, that obviously know ball, and bringing a great perspective to the public. So I think that's some good stuff. But yeah, man, we started way back when with the Jags, and brought you in. I think a 5th round pick, I think, right?
Yeah, 5th round, 149.
And you came in and earned a starting job, and that's what we saw. Somebody that had a chance, man. So that was really good on your part, coming in there. And we had a physical ass team. I know that.
Yes, and we
you
did.
Were part of it. That's right.
Yes, sir. That's what me and Justin talk about on here often, is just how we like the physical game, and it seems like the physical part of the offense, which is the run game, and that's it's a mentality, but it's also like a strategy. We feel like that's the NFL's kind of softening that toughness there. But the good old days, as we always like to reminisce of, God's play. Like I've told this story a few times. One of my favorite moments ever as a player was the team meeting before we played the Broncos 2008, when Coach Paula got up in the middle of the room and started screaming at everybody. And he said, "You know what we're going to do when we get down there? It's 4th and 1. And he looked right at me, turned and looked right at me in the face, and said, "We're going to run God's play." And everybody knows what God's play is. He's going to run 36 power. And to end that game, Mike, we scored a touchdown on 36 power that game with Mojo. He ran like 60 yards. And to end the game, we ran 36 power like 11 times in a row. Denver, I mean, it was literally just car crash. And then we just moving the pile, first down. We kneeled the ball down at like the 2-yard line to end the game. It was crazy.
As it should be.
It was truly a God's play day. I might have to jog your memory a little bit on this, but Jason Gaines for $5. He says, "Coach Del Rio, what's your point of view on Donut Gate from the Jags 2008 season and Uche's training camp haircuts in 2010?" Okay, so you'll recall this, because I remember when this weekend was a wild weekend when this happened. I think it was either 2009, but we're going to go play Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember this game, we were going to go play Cincinnati. Cincinnati hadn't won a game yet. They were 0-8. I remember this game like it was yesterday. I got benched this game. I got benched in the 3rd quarter. I gave up a hit on Dave, and he got hit as he threw, and the ball just floated in the air, and DB was just sitting there like, intercepted, right? But before the game, the linebackers and the running backs were having these prank things that were going on all season. You probably didn't hear. You heard about it at the end, because on that weekend, it was the first Friday of the month, and everybody like half the team went to this club in Jacksonville for First Friday. Dave,
Go
Fred,
ahead.
Everybody. Everybody. I know I'm snitching, but I mean, hey, we had a team meeting on this. Hey, I'm telling you, everybody.
Skip Richardson was over there, right?
Skip was in the parking lot. He was making sure we were good when we got out.
Yeah.
And that night, Big Rich got a DUI because he fell asleep in the drive-thru of a McDonald's, and Justin Durant got a DUI because he fell asleep at a yield sign with his foot on the brake. The cops had to get him out the car. Wayne Weaver, the owner at the time, he came into the team meeting room that morning because they weren't in the lot. They weren't there. Like Big Rich wasn't there. Justin Durant wasn't there. We were kind of like, where they at? Where they at? Nobody wanted to spill the beans on where we were. But they were in jail at the time. So, we go to Cincinnati, we lose the game. Lose to an 0-8 team. My dad called me after that game too. He's like, "How do you all lose to an 0-8 Bengals? How do you lose to them?" I'm like, shit. Well, long story or the short one. The next day, we get in there for a team meeting. We walk in. We're sitting down. Everybody's really quiet because it's like we just lost to a fucking winless team. It was an ugly game for us, a very ugly game. And Jack comes walking in, got that look on his face. Straight face, eyes a little freaking you can see his eyes will start about to burst into flames. Turns on the projector, turns on the screen in the front, and it's a freaking picture of the front of the club we were at. And he said, "First Friday party, players out at First Friday." He's like, "You guys want to fucking be out there partying on the Friday? You guys are over there. Somebody fucking sticking their dick in the donuts on Saturday morning." I don't know about you, man, but if somebody sticks their dick in a donut, that's some fighting shit to me. And we're all just sitting there looking, and it was and I'm definitely snitching right here. It was Clint Ingram, and it was Daryl Smith. They took the box I walked in the locker room on Saturday morning. Here comes Clint and Daryl out of the bathroom with the box of donuts, and I'm like, what did he just do?
Don't tell me.
And they just looking. Clint just looking at me like,
Come on, man.
He's sticking with the donuts like, And then Clint grabs one of the orange juice gallons, undoes it, starts drinking out the gallon, puts the cover back on. They all walk off. And nobody's even in the locker room yet. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not touching any of that shit. That shit is done. I'm not touching anything. But that Sunday, that's when it all blew up, because Jack found out that I'm pretty sure the equipment guys were like, these guys took the donuts into the bathroom stalls. Just want to let you know.
You did need to jog my memory. I do remember going off on that, and that was
pissed. You were more mad about that than the fucking game.
Yeah, because that's some dumb shit right there, man. You know what I mean?
They've been doing that shit all season. They were doing that shit all season. They were. They Vaselined Josh Scobie's car, a brand new Benz. They covered it in Vaseline and Saran wrap. Then training. That's what the linebackers did.
I got one question. How many donuts did you consume that year?
How many? Boy, I don't know if that was the first time they did that with the donuts.
Okay. I thought you meant this.
We had our own food that we brought into the O-line room. I had to go pick it up, or one of the other rookies would have to go pick it up, or young guys go pick it up.
Yeah, I was picking up food.
I would always kind of walk past the donuts. But that day, I was like, I will never touch donuts here again. What are you doing? And
that's foul. That's foul. Only thing I can tell you, Uche, is I did not come on here for that damn story right there. Let's move on.